magnificent peacocks conceal unexpected economic value. Between the United States and China, two leading agricultural powerhouses, where is the true paradise for the peacock farming industry to flourish? Which nation, with its modern technological foundation or profound traditional culture, will beckon this precious bird? The answer awaits our discovery. To begin our comparative journey, let's zoom in for a close-up on the natural land of both the US and China. Where will nature extend its arms to welcome peacocks more readily? Let's journey to the United States. Before our eyes are vast agricultural lands, especially stretching across the South and Southwest. This is a magnet attracting large-scale peacock farms. What about the climate here? Unusually mild. Winters are not too harsh. Summers are not too scorching, creating a climate paradise. And when setting foot in China, we are amazed by the majesty and magnificence of nature, especially the auspicious land for birds to perch, a place where high mountains, long rivers, and vast green plains converge. The climate is pleasing, with a distinct subtropical and humid tropical character. This wonderful cradle of nature has nurtured the precious green peafowl, a bird that seems born specifically for this land. And not only utilizing natural conditions for farming, China also has more creative approaches to harmonize peacocks with the ecological environment. In some regions like Yunnan and Guizhou, peacocks are released into the forest as a way to preserve the natural ecosystem. The reason is that peacocks have the ability to eat insects, control the number of snakes, and protect the soil from erosion. In addition, the Chinese government also creates ecological tourism zones, where tourists can witness wild peacocks firsthand, generating sustainable income. However, a challenge arises. If peacocks become too prevalent, it could disrupt the ecological balance and affect other native species. Clearly, both the US and China are favored by Mother Nature with wonderful gifts. However, while the US scores points with vast, fertile agricultural lands, ideal for industrial farming models, China is captivating with its ecological diversity, especially the unique climate in the South and Southwest, where native peacocks can roam freely in a semi-natural environment. Thus, natural factors will be a solid stepping stone for the peacock farming industry in both countries, but the direction and advantages are somewhat different. Next, we will explore the power of policy, an indispensable backing factor for any economic sector. Will the US and Chinese governments strongly invest and roll out the red carpet for the peacock farming industry? In the US, it is clear that the free market philosophy is prioritized. The government does not deeply intervene in each specific sector, but mainly creates a fair and transparent playing field for all economic actors. The peacock farming industry, therefore, does not have special privileges, but will operate according to market rules and utilize general support policies for the entire agricultural sector. This means that peacock farms in the US will have to be self-reliant, proactively seek opportunities, and strive to compete to succeed. In stark contrast, China presents a different model. The government, conversely, exhibits a leading and powerfully supportive role. A series of prioritized policies, from preferential loan support and attractive breed price subsidies to encouraging the building of renowned brands, are all launched to give wings to the peacock farming industry, especially for specialty and sustainable models. Thus, the support styles of the two governments are distinctly different. The US creates conditions for business flexibility and innovation, but also poses significant challenges regarding self-reliance and competition. China brings stability and support from the state, but may also limit the freedom and proactivity of farms. Which policy paradise is more suitable? The answer perhaps lies in the vision and adaptability of peacock farmers. After the policy backing, we will together examine the wallet of the market. Are consumers in the US and China keen on peacock products, and how much are they willing to pay to own them? Stepping into the US market, we see sophistication and high-end value placed at the forefront. The taste of US consumers leans towards products that are unique, luxurious, and artistic. high-class ornamental peacocks, exquisite peacock feathers, unique decorative products. These are precisely the items that are sought after in this market. However, besides that somewhat limited market for ornamental peacocks and decorations, there is another, somewhat more surprising aspect about the presence of peacocks here. In the US, peacocks are mainly raised as ornamental birds on high-end farms or suburban areas. But remarkably, some communities like Los Angeles and Florida face problems with wild peacocks. These birds roam freely, peck at windows, damage cars, and even attack mirrors, mistaking them for rivals. Some residents also complain about the loud calls of peacocks in the early morning. This is an interesting case of the invasive alien species phenomenon, where an animal introduced to a new environment thrives too strongly, causing undesirable impacts. However, instead of eliminating them, the US tends to protect peacocks, reflecting the country's respect for wildlife and ecological conservation. Coming to the Chinese market, we will feel the enormous purchasing power and unprecedented diversity. The demand for peacocks here spans all segments, from popular to high-end, from ornamental peacocks, decorative peacock feathers, to specialty peacock meat. The Chinese market opens up countless opportunities for peacock farmers, with the ability to consume all products. And to understand the peacock consumption market in China more deeply, we need to look at the cultural and historical context. In China, the peacock is not only a rare and precious bird, but was also once considered a symbol of royalty and nobility. The appearance of peacock meat at banquets during the Ming Dynasty reflects the extravagance of the ruling class. Today, although China does not encourage eating peacock meat, in reality, peacock still appears as an expensive and ostentatious dish at some VIP banquets. This reflects a truth in Asian culinary culture, where rare dishes are often seen as symbols of wealth. But it also raises questions about ethics and conservation. Should rarity go hand in hand with the commercialization of an animal? This is a question not only for China, but also a global issue in the farming of wild and rare animals. The scale and potential of the Chinese market are undeniable. The US market may be more modest in quantity, but it is promising in value. So which market is more attractive? Perhaps it depends on the ambition and ability of the farmer to take advantage of each market's strengths. And finally, we will unveil the secrets of farming. Do American and Chinese farmers have any tricks to tame and fatten peacocks? The US is not the country that raises the most peacocks in the world, but it is home to a high-end market for this bird. A prominent feature of the peacock farming industry in the US is small-scale farms, focusing on quality rather than quantity. For the most part, peacocks here are raised in organic models, using natural foods like grains, greens, and seeds to ensure health and the most beautiful feather colors. In addition, peacock farms in the US often have spacious areas, creating a near-natural environment to help birds thrive. Due to the focus on the high-end segment, peacocks in the US have a higher cost compared to many other places in the world. A mature peacock can be sold for between $200 to $500, while peacock feathers can range from $5 to $10 each. However, because it does not follow an industrial model, the number of peacocks leaving the farm each year is not too large, mainly serving the domestic market and some special export orders. And the meticulousness in peacock farming techniques in the US does not stop there, but extends further to exploring and improving the quality of life of this bird species. Research in the US shows that peacocks can respond to music, especially melodies with slow rhythms. When listening to music, some peacocks tend to move to the rhythm, just like when they are courting mates. This raises the question, can peacocks perceive melody like humans? If this is true, then it could open up a new field of research on music and animal cognition. It also poses the potential for using music to reduce stress for peacocks during captivity, helping to improve the quality of life for this bird. Such studies show that peacock farming techniques in the US are moving towards a future that is not only economically efficient, but also humane and focused on animal welfare. In contrast to the US, China has developed the peacock farming industry towards industrialization. Peacock farms here are large-scale, with concentrated farming models in closed cage systems. To optimize productivity, China applies temperature and humidity control technology to help peacocks grow as quickly as possible. Another major difference lies in the diet. While in the US, peacocks are raised using organic methods, in China, they are commonly fed industrial feed to promote faster growth and reduce production costs. As a result, the price of peacocks in China is significantly lower compared to the US, making it easier for the country to export to the international market. However, industrial-scale peacock farming also comes with certain challenges. Although large farms have strict disease control systems, the risk of disease spread still exists due to the high density of farming. Furthermore, China also employs various artificial breeding stimulation methods to ensure that peacock numbers remain consistently high, whereas the US tends to favor natural incubation or use modern incubation technology, but without forcing excessive breeding. Clearly, the farming methods of the two nations possess distinct strokes. If considering quality, nurturing techniques, and high-end value, the US is the ideal destination. Farms here focus on quality over quantity, ensuring peacocks have the best living conditions. However, if considering large-scale production and price competitiveness, China holds a clear advantage. With its industrialization strategy, China can supply large quantities of peacocks to the international market at a lower cost. Which farming skill is superior? Perhaps there is no absolute answer, but what truly matters is choosing the technique that suits the goals and conditions of each individual farm. And so, we have journeyed together through both the US and China, weighing and measuring every aspect of the peacock farming industry. After this long journey, the opening question still remains: US or China? Which nation deserves the title of paradise? In reality, after all the analyses and comparisons, we can realize that paradise is not a fixed destination, but a journey of exploration and choice. No country is absolutely perfect or completely superior in every aspect. The most important thing is, whether you choose to settle in the US or China, or any other nation, success always comes from burning passion, relentless effort, and strategic vision. Paradise truly only opens its doors to those who know how to persevere and innovate on the path they have chosen. We hope that today's comparative analysis video has ignited more ideas and sparked fresh perspectives on the peacock farming industry within you. And now we invite everyone to offer your own opinions. In your view, which nation deserves the title of paradise for peacocks? Please share your choice and reasoning in the comments below, so we can discuss and learn more together. Don't forget to press the like button if this video touches your heart, and subscribe to the channel to watch more quality and interesting videos about the colorful world of agriculture. Goodbye, and see you again in the next exploration journeys.